I turned into the vicious female antagonist who once bullied the sickly, delicate male lead when we were children. Taking advantage of his youth, I tricked him into wearing a cat-eared maid outfit. Little did I know, one day, I would reap the consequences of my actions. The man's long, porcelain-white fingers hooked onto a cat-ear headband, and the corners of his eyes were tinged with a crimson hue. Be good, it's your turn now. Beep. Transmission successful. I am a tasker who has crossed into a small world, and my mission is to correct the male lead who has gone astray. The transmission has just ended. With a sob, I slowly looked down. I saw my foot on the male lead's small arm, and then I glanced at his eyes, which resembled those of a wolf cub, before swallowing nervously. A voice echoed in my mind. If apologizing works, why would we need the police? Beep. The male lead. Alan Elliot. Current level of darkness embraced 100. I stared at the red progress bar, silently questioning my life. I carefully moved my foot off Alan and stammered an apology. In the original book, Alan Elliot had been abused by Chelsea Stevenson since he was a child, which shaped his sickly, twisted personality. Unfortunately, I am Chelsea Stevenson. The infighting in the Elliot family was severe, and Alan was raised in my family. The original host thought he was my father's illegitimate child and tortured him mercilessly. Such behavior led to a psychological distortion. After growing up, Alan sought cruel revenge on the original host, and she couldn't endure the torment, choosing to take her own life. Alan got his revenge and, with no more attachments, ended his life with a bomb. The unfortunate female lead was about to make her grand entrance for a romantic encounter with the male lead, only to be blown up and killed, causing the small world to collapse. Looking at Alan's eyes, which seemed cold enough to freeze, I quickly shook my head. This had to be explained clearly. I couldn't let him continue to twist his mind in silence. After all, if his mind twisted, it was no big deal. I'm the one who's going to die. Miss, are you not done playing yet? The sunlight reflected clearly in his amber eyes, revealing unmistakable hatred. The Elliot family's infighting made Alan's parents the weakest branch, with almost no hope of inheriting the family. I grew up without a mother, and my father treated me like his precious gem. He didn't care how much I mistreated Alan. My dear father only said a casual word. Don't go too far. Alan lived a life in the Stevenson family worse than a dog. That unabashed hatred pierced my heart, like a sharp needle. Without hesitation, he turned away. I clearly noticed the muscles on his cheek twitching, as though he was holding something back.